So King Herod had this house, and this particular home, there was an earthquake. There was a major earthquake in the region, and the wall of the house fell forward and flat onto the ground. So there was a fresco. I don't know if you know what a fresco is.
Yes.
For those listening, if you don't know what it is, it's fresh. You paint on fresh plaster. So you have, the second the plaster goes onto the wall, you have to start painting immediately because the plaster will suck up the pigment, and then basically the paint exists within the plaster.
And it comes out like a bas relief.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes,
sort of? Okay.
sometimes.
All right.
It really just depends on. There's a million ways to make fresco,
Okay, sorry.
but this is just basically a flat surface. If anybody is familiar with ancient Pompeii,
I've been to Pompeii.
so Pompeii had a ton of frescoes.
I had a diet fresco there.
Oh my God, I love that. It was probably delicious.
Yes.
It tasted like molten ash.
Yes.
Anyways, that's
Turned out it was a person.
that's a Pompeii joke.
Yes.
We love a little nerdy art joke.
Herculaneum too.
By the way, I was an art history major, and we loved nerdy jokes. Do you know who Marcel Duchamp is?
I don't.
He's whatever. Anyways, I'm not going to go into the joke because
I was going to ask you about chiaroscuro.
I mean,
Because that's happening right now on your face.
Is it?
It's an imminent emitting light. Why can't I talk?
Emitting light. Yeah. I get very excited talking about nerdy art things. Okay, so this fresco fell face first onto the ground. So when I was just hacking away with my pickaxe, I saw color start coming up.
Whoa.
And so I was like, okay, I've hit something. There's pieces of colorful fresco. So I called over the lead archaeologist, and he was like, okay, stop swinging. This is when you get out the brush, the smaller tools, and you start doing fine work because you don't want to destroy the fresco. So because they're not going to be super precious with everything. Okay, by the way, note, when you're going through archaeological sites in most places, so the Roman era came before the Byzantine era. And the Roman era is the era that people want to preserve. The Byzantine area is an area that they'll look at it, they'll take pictures of it, they'll pull it up, and they'll just send it to a museum. But the Roman era is kind of, they'll leave the site up. So if you go to Sepphoris, the site that I excavated is still there.
Wow. Did your fresco go to a museum, or is it still
I think my fresco went to a museum because you can't have a fresco sitting outside.
Right.
So that probably went to a museum. But on the floor, I never got to see the floor. I'm sure there was a mosaic. Most Roman floors were mosaic.
Love the mosaic. How
Love
about
it.
Pompeii with all the sex art on the walls?
I know the Tharsis.
Wow.
I have a whole book on ancient Pompeii and all of the sex stuff. But that was basically, it was a sex city.
Well, and throbbing Tharsis was
Yeah.
all the hit at
Yeah.
the amphitheater. Yeah.
Yeah. So Romans, very horny people.
Very decadent.
God, I wish I would have been Roman. Like a bacchanalian orgy. What are we doing? Let's
I love
go back
the term.
in time.
The other day I told my friend, I go, how was the party go? Well, it wasn't a bacchanal. I just liked saying that.
It is.
Made me feel smart.
Yeah. You're definitely a very verbose. What is a pedant? You're pedantic.
I am pedantic.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't? I mean, you got to throw in a big word every now and then.
And pedant sounds too much like pedophile. I like
It does.
pedantic.
Pedantic.
Better, yeah.
I am pedantic. You're a pedant. You're a pedantic pedant.
There it is.
So anyway, I basically got to see, they pulled up one block of the fresco, and I got to see a portion of it. I don't know what it depicted. I mean, I guess I could go back and look at everything was through the Hebrew University and the university, I think is University of Jordan. It was a
Wow. What was your American school?
I went to University of Michigan, but the program that I applied to was through the Hebrew U.
So was it the kind of thing where it's like, okay, she found something, get this American kid out of here, now we'll bring in the big guns? Like,
No.
you weren't pushed aside?
There's no big guns at all. No, they're
Okay.
very cool. And there was one point during the dig, anytime they find something really awesome, you'll kind of hear everybody getting really excited, and then everyone will leave whatever site they're on and go over to the site where they found something. And while I was there, they found an ancient Roman cistern that existed
Wow.
BC.
That used to hold water, maybe?
That used to hold water. So because there was no flowing water in the desert, it was all rainwater. So these cisterns captured rainwater.
Wow.
And so two of the archaeologists rappelled down into it. And I know how to rappel.
What?
So yeah. I grew up.
You are quite repellent.
I am repellent. I am so gross. Give me a wall and I will stay away from it. But I used to do climbing. I used to do indoor climbing, so I knew how to put on a harness and rappel down.
What can't you do?
So they let me do it, and I was
Wow.
the third person since ancient Roman times to be inside this giant cistern. It was really cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
When I went to Pompeii, I was taken aback by the fact that at the laundry you were encouraged on the street to urinate into these little jars
Mm-hmm.
because the people at the laundry would use the bleach, not the bleach. What's it called?
The urea.
Yeah, the urea.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite planet. That would be the thing that would like help clean. So they would say, "Please piss in this pot, and we'll use it to clean your clothes."
Yeah, it's like ammonia.
Ammonia. That's what I was going
Yeah,
for.
but it's urea is the thing within urine.
Yeah. And what about urethra?
Urethra, that's just where your pee-pee comes out of.
What about Aretha?
Urethra Franklin. She was very pissed off all the time. Big singer.
Now, you were telling me before, you grew up as a tomboy.
Yeah.
And you think, correct me if I'm wrong, that maybe if you were growing up now, you would feel the society pull to maybe think, maybe I need to be a boy.
Yeah, I mean, I was so strongly. Hold on, I can actually pull up a picture of myself. I cut all of my hair off. I mean, I truly
Yul
wanted to
Brynner?
be. What?
Yul Brynner?
Yul Brynner?
You're too young for that.
I
King and I, Telly Savalas.
I don't know it.
They're bald guys.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I mean, I thought you said Neil Brennan. I was like, yeah, I guess I kind of looked like Neil Brennan, you know.
Neil Brennan needs to eat a donut, by the way. The last time I saw him, I think he was 110 pounds.
By the way, he has never been happier in his life. He's like in love. He's like a full-blown person now.
Good.
Yeah, he's doing great.
He's a store guy like you.
Oh God, I love him. Just he is so funny.
I actually talked to him last time I was in the OR. He had this great joke about Biden, and we just happened to meet outside the bathroom. And I go, Neil, I love that line about Biden about him being a young mummy. And he went, yeah, all right, thanks.
Yeah. No, Neil's one of those people. You don't need to tell him how great he is. He knows. He absolutely knows how great he is. Why can I not find this thing right now? But
we can find it in the break.
All right, I'll find it during the break.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was very, very, very tomboyish. I wanted to be like my brother. I had an older brother, and like everything he did, I wanted to do. I played baseball. I didn't play softball. I played baseball. Like, I wanted to be a boy. I cut all of my hair off. I wore boy clothes. I just very much wanted to be a boy. But I didn't know that, like, you know, transitioning, there were no trans anyone when I was a kid.
But did you crush on boys or girls or both?
Boys. I was obsessed with boys.
Okay.
I probably did a lot of pretty, like, I was pretty gay. Like, I mean, I was always, like,
little kids.
I made out with girls, like, but that's what you
How
did
old?
when you were a kid. I mean,
That was the Ellen thing.
I mean, by the way, I like made out with. I dated girls. I mean, there have been so many times in my life where I was like, I should be gay. I played so much baseball and softball. Like, I should absolutely.
Why can't you be straight and do those things?
But I mean, you know what? Tell society that, okay? Tell the U.S. softball team. I don't know. I wonder what percentage of women on the U.S. softball team are gay. But so I wanted to be a boy, and I feel like had I grown up in this day and age, when so many kids are not necessarily even transitioning, but there are so many kids who identify as they, them. They don't want a gender. They just want to be a they, them. I for sure would have been a they, them.
I think a lot of times, too, and it's a touchy thing because a lot of people, when they're wallflowers or they're shunned, and then they think, well, this must be the thing, instead of just like, no, being a kid is tough sometimes.
Oh, my God. That was my whole thing. I was like, my mom was always like, you're a tomboy. You're going to outgrow this phase. You're going to outgrow this phase. And I'm still very much like, there's a comedian who has a joke where they're now a tom man. Like, I'm still pretty, like right now I'm wearing, like, you know, a proper bra.
It's pretty girly.
It's pretty girly.
Yeah.
But I'm not, like, typically, you know, I'm still wearing, like, a silly hat. But that's mainly to protect myself from the sun as I walked here. But, yeah, I definitely think that had I grown up now, I would have for sure been a they, them.
All right.
There's so much pressure in the gender. So.
We will get into more they, them on the other side with the lovely and talented Nicole Amy Schreiber. She is at the world-famous Punchline. 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow. We're going to keep it rolling. Come on back.
You know what's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag with a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, 4-piece nugs, Junior Hot and Crispy Fries, and small soft drink is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Unlimited time does not mean forever. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and California via third-party delivery. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
Imagine combining the exciting investment opportunity of cryptocurrencies with the power of artificial intelligence to maximize your IRA, 401k, or other investment funds. Listen, if you're looking for ways to accelerate your retirement growth, Block Trust IRA has market-leading strategies and solutions for all levels of investors, from $1,000 to millions. And they partner with Bitcoin Magazine's #1 crypto trading fund in the world to maximize your returns. Plus, their team of IRA specialists is here to help you roll over your IRA or qualified retirement account to the new world of cryptocurrency investments. So make this free call right now to set up your account and learn more.
800-475-6824. 800-475-6824. 800-475-6824. That's 800-475-6824.
Okay, let's have a little fun. Do you use the expensive blue pill to perform better? Are you thinking about it? So what if we can promise you results for less than $1 a pill? Okay, so these same pills can cost you $30 or more at a pharmacy. And our Better Blue Pill works for less than $1 a pill. You'll save $29 or more per pill. And right now, we'll give you 120 blue pills for just $99. Have a little fun and call right now. Get 120 of our Better Blue Pills for just $99. Don't overpay for the other blue pills. Call Steel Man Pills right now and get the Better Blue Pill for less than $1 a pill. Call 1-800-BUY-BLUE, 1-800-BUY-BLUE. It's easy to remember. 1-800-BUY-BLUE. That's 1-800-BUY-BLUE. And thanks for calling.
At Straight Talk, we are all about no-brainers. Calling Grandma for her recipe, no-brainer. Streaming one more episode at 2 a.m., big no-brainer. Getting real unlimited data where you buy bananas, the ultimate no-brainer. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G-Power 5G 2024 with select plans. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 5/19/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store single line activation on qualifying plan. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com/terms. Copyright 2025 Verizon.
I gotta go to college. I gotta.
Danny, this isn't Russia. Is this Russia? This isn't Russia, is it?
Nah.
I don't think so.
Tittle ain't the man, but Rick Tittle know who the man is, and he slapped his white fanny.
Thank you for that. And I am thoroughly entertained by my in-studio guest here, Nicole Amy Schreiber, who's at the Punchline. So you can only imagine if you paid to see her, how just the exponential entertainment quotient will go sky high. Mm-hmm. So we were talking a little bit during the break about the internet and what they will give you permission for. Yeah. And you had posted something and you were talking about breasts. And then there was a big fracas, wasn't there?
Yeah. So the Punchline shared a clip of mine where I was doing this crowd work show. It's called Surrounded. This guy, Mike Falzone, puts on this great show where you go into a room and it's a circular stage. And then you just kind of riff with everyone around you. You're surrounded, and you're doing crowd work. Mm-hmm. And in this particular clip, this was a few years ago, I had recently gained a lot of weight, and it all went to my boobs, thank God. I mean, it went other places, but a lot of it went to my boobs. And so for the first time in my life, like, I'm not a big-boobed person, but I had, like, substantially larger breasts, okay? We're not talking anything monumental, but for me, it was pretty exciting. So in this clip, I also had a huge zit on my forehead, and I was like, was talking about how I gained weight and I got fat. Am I allowed to say TITS?
You can, sure, why not?
Okay, so the joke is I got fat tits, and then there was a girl in the audience who was like, "Oh my God, I have fat tits," and she's like, "I was just talking about them," and she was like, "I'm really bummed out that I have them," and I was like, "No, no, no," I was like, "Tits are the best. They're every season's must-have accessory. Like you can never go wrong. Like thin